attendance down here at Churchill Downs today if it's raining and not so pretty like last year. 2015 and 2016, though, we were setting records because it was beautiful those years. Yeah, but last year, not so much. And I'm thinking this year, although the Oaks, I will say, the Oaks yesterday was the 5th highest attendance out here ever at Churchill Downs. So interesting fact there.
It was a beautiful day yesterday. We got lucky.
We did. We lucked out big time.
So let's hope that luck hasn't run out yet for today for Derby. And of course, we are talking about all the horses today. In the last couple hours, or last couple half hour, we talked about odds of all the horses. And when the odds. We're talking odds, we talk about horse names.
That's right.
And a lot of people, when it comes to naming horses, you think it's all about creativity or just being cute.
No. It is not that simple, unfortunately. Tiffany Jackson explains.
And he's coming wide as they turn for home.
We all know the saying, the Kentucky Derby is the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. But it might surprise you to hear that the second most exciting part of horse racing for owners is a little less hectic and happens right here in an office building in Lexington.
They're thinking, and down the stretch they come, and here comes, and what name is going to look good or sound good.
The business of naming thoroughbred horses is a serious one. At any given time, there are about 450,000 active names, and the Jockey Club has been running this business for decades.
A lot of our customers, naming is the most important part to them, the name of the horses, and they put a lot of good thought and consideration when they're granting names.
When selecting a horse's name, there are 17 different rules to follow, and rule number 1 is the 18-count character and spaces limit.
You'll see a lot of people that'll run names together, or run words together to try to get it to fit into that.
And of course, you can't pick a name that's already out there, or even close to it.
Once those go into our computer system, they go through a program, a phonetic program, where the system actually checks to look to see if there are other names that are similar in use.
The most common naming techniques have to do with pedigree, mixed with a little fun.
Prenup out of the mare home wrecker. Odor in the court by Judge Smells. So the stallion Judge Smells, and they name the foal Odor in the court.
70% of the names are accepted on the first try, but there are always those few who try to sneak in something considered to be in poor taste.
Our main concern is the integrity of the American Stud Book, of course.
And if the name you want already belongs to a human, you have to get handwritten permission, no matter who that person is.
Years ago, when the Bushes were still in the White House, we had a request to name a horse Barbara Bush, and we actually have permission from Barbara Bush on Washington letterhead.
Covering this behind-the-scenes look at the 144th Kentucky Derby, Tiffany Jackson, LEX 18 News.
Wow.
Yeah, that is so interesting. I had no idea how much went into it. You know, earlier this week we were picking our Derby names just off of some silly list. And that's probably really insulting to the people who go through all the criteria to meet the horse names.
And it's funny, you know, so many people look at the technical side of things to try and pick who the horse is going to be for the winner. But a lot of time, I will say, my grandmother in Paducah, Kentucky, she will just go with the name.
I like her.
And for the past few derbies, you know what? I should have listened to her because she's done a better job than I have at picking out some of the winning horses.
She got that woman's intuition, Chris.
She sure does. That's right. And coming up, a late night, tell you